Alright, so the last time we left off, Hal gave us a deal for he would help me with a case, the parking case here. He gave this little piece of missing footage that got us the car, and in exchange he wanted us to do something. So, let's see. About that debt, Evan. Let's just get this over with. Catherine Andrews. So this is, well, she's alive, she's married, and she's 40 years old. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, open your terminal and type in the following command. You just gotta type in call 187.2.19.98. Connection initiated.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
Yeah, like I had a fucking choice.
Look, I get it. Hal can be a world-class pain. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FBI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
So, back when we started, I did say something along the lines of there's gonna be some conspiracy theory bullshit, because almost every game like this has a conspiracy theory type deal. I mean, you literally started off in an alien interrogation chamber, or at least it might seem like it. But anyways, back to the main point. The woman has been found dead in the ashes. And, well, the timing does sound a little strange.
Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in her oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
Now, the question isn't whether or not this was an accident. It's just like, okay, anyone could have done this. Anyone could have sort of been in the same situation. But the main question I really have now is, why the fuck is Hal going out of his way to help with this, whatever this is?
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Oh wait, I typed in the wrong name. Sasha Cole. There's no clearance to see even his name, and as we saw like beforehand, there's no clearance to see Mia Cole's details. So, anyways, yeah, I don't have the clearance level.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Nia's fire wasn't an accident?
Well, you gotta access the case files first.
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
Well, Hal, how the fuck do I get the case files?
Funny, I was just working on this very thing. So it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files. But I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in.
Alright, just give me the fucking download. So download FL select from cases where ID equals 9x. What happens if I type it in him? Not in this chat, Evan. In the chat with Andrews, no offense, but how did you get this job? Oh god, 9xQL8C mode immediate FL select from cases. I think this is the one. Yeah.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Yeah, he does. He does. Anyways, fire. There's a wedding picture of lady with the dude's face for some reason burnt out. There's a wedding ring. That's cool. And there's a summary of the report. So we can get into that right now. What is interesting here is it's written by Agent Andrews, but it was modified on some date by someone. And my guess is because of how the names are sort of lining together, these two guys are the same people. Notes: nobody knows, but the fire started on 2502, around 2 a.m. Single victim, Mia Cole. No indications of forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. So, either A, it got covered up, or B, someone was in there. She invited someone in, he set fire to the house, and just dipped. That is probably a more plausible scenario than them covering it up. Maybe. Realistically speaking. Fire response team's effort report, whatever, concluded the fire originated from faulty wiring in the oven. The conclusion supported by our investigation. Yeah, so they said the thingy burned down, the oven burned down. But now they give you a ChemScan LCA. I'm not gonna go over this too much because I already looked into this once, and essentially you just have to match the parameters here, like the ion size, the delta V, the threshold, the sample matrix size, stuff like that here, to whatever the manual says. So in this case it would be the ion size, it's non-organic, it's solid, its weight is 4.2 grams. So you might just want to pull up the calculator just in case. So for a solid, material is organic if it's 3.5, non-organic is 6, so just 6, 6.0, just in case. Delta V is non-organic, sample weight in gram times 100, so that would be 420, and then threshold is always going to be half the delta V, which just means 210. And sample matrix size, since it is 1.04, then it's 5, and you just start. Well, that's done. And now You gotta study this. I have no idea what the hell this is. So how to read the results. Open the Cult Scout data report, CCVT pH frequencies in order. So, what the hell is a CCVT? 901. Input the CCVT. 901. pH is 6.5. And frequencies. In order to calculate the exact composition, so there must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold. So the threshold being 210, I think. The red line, there's 4 lines higher than that. So essentially that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go on top to bottom, then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9.3 kilohertz. 9.3 kilohertz. 2.52. 1.6. And 10.56. 10.56 kilohertz. And I think that should be good. Cellulose, wood, gasoline, other non-identifiable residues. How the fuck did they get gasoline in? Oh god. They put gasoline in the oven. Well, shit.
I knew it. Faulty wiring my... you know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
I don't know. Maybe she asked too many fucking questions. You sure this is a good idea? Why the hell are you doing this?
It matters to me. I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that.
Whoa, what the fuck?
But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was just...
Oh, who the fuck? Who got me LSD? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I'm fucked, aren't I? Yeah, Evan's gone. No, I don't think...
Are you still there?
Finally, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back. I just had an existential crisis. It's fine.
Oh. Anyway, thanks, operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Yeah, I think Hal's just doing a fucking matchmaking service at this point. Whatever, who gives a fuck? I just want to go back to doing my job. So you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you after all. Why the fuck is Hal a random hacker with like $1.5 million bounty on his head? Yeah, $1.5 million bounty on his head, and then $150K for any information, treating me better than Javier Skinner. That's my question. This fucking piece of shit hacker is treating me better than the... Why am I working for these guys anyway?
The FBI has handled the cold case. It's strange, don't you think? Yeah, it does seem suspicious. I just don't know what they're hiding. Or why. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. Yeah, that's what I was talking about just now. I hacked into your computer, I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going through the trouble of working with a low-level FDI employee, sorry, if I didn't have a good reason? I don't fucking know, man. I literally have no idea. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward, but it's too late. You're in too deep. Oh no, Trench!
Operator Tanner, can I have a word?
Oh shit, this is the first time he's not called me by... Oh no. Oh no, I'm fucked, aren't I?
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
I wanted to catch up on the case, Trench.
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
You know what, Trench? You're a buddy of mine, and the fact that you're talking to me in formal language means that there is something genuinely wrong. So I'm not gonna ask any questions.
I'll talk to you later.
No, it wasn't. My friend is saving his own ass. I don't care about the reward, Hal. This is my friend saving his own ass. The reason I have so much access to the FBI is to... Hal, that's fucking obvious, my guy. That's obvious. You used to work there. You're like, it's gonna turn out to be like fucking... Ah, yes, I was fucking best friends with Javier Skinner or whatever. You were in the FDI. I can't tell you more for the moment. But yes, I was. As improbable as that seems. What do I do now, Hal? For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later, Evan. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, as I said, this fucker is gonna turn out to be like the best friend to Javier Skinner or some shit, and it's gonna turn out like, oh yeah, the fucking Hal tried to do a lot of bullshit and then they got him. And that's why Javier Skinner just hates everyone and everything now. Because... Oh, hello, Barry Walker.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
Hey, Barry, my boy. It's Operator Tanner.
The same Operator Tanner from before?
Yes, sir.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
The desert heat?
I found that too, Tanner. But no, that's not what I meant. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved, put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, We're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different bag of chips if that's true. Holy fucking shit, how many corpses?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
Oh my fucking god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 45, 46, 47. 47 times 3 minus 2. That would be 150 minus 9, 141, 139. Yeah, 139, and Eli Bell, Chris Davies, so 138, 137, 136, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 130, 129, 8, 7, 6. So like somewhere around 120 bodies basically is just in the desert.
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Consider it
Let me
done.
send you the files.
Consider it fucking done.
Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell.
Oh no, he's gonna fucking die.
Field.
He is gonna fucking die.
Okay.
Barry,
Looks
get
like
the
it
hell
went
out of
through.
here.
About goddamn time.
Barry, please get out of there. Barry, you're not gonna live. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now. Okay, we got Gabby. This is probably Dr. Shitfuck. Henry Jenkins. Oh my god, it's all connected. Dr. Jenkins, Henry Jenkins is... Yeah, Henry Jenkins is a doctor. Holy fucking shit. That's probably his wife or something. Clearance level 4, R&D director. Class S, that's cool. Wait, photo front. Photo back. Oh. Wait, hold on. Henry, you better not be connected to this. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh no. Oh no. That is... metacarpal bone of abnormal growth. Oh. She had bone cancer. Huh. That's interesting. $1982. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Identify the body. The name's Bruce. Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
Trust me, Barry. You don't want to know. My guy. Oh my god, Barry's gonna die.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Yes, I do. I think that should be good. No, just when you think it can't get any weirder. So I guess I can just show that Gabby Bruce is connected. Nope, there's no picture of her. Wait, what if it's the simplest thing? Nope,
Having the same first name isn't enough. I need something else.
that is a fair point. That is a fair point. Oh wait, yeah, this is the simplest thing as well. It's like Gabby Bruce, the metacarpal bone abnormal growth. That's proof. Yeah, Gabby also has an unusual bone growth.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin
No.
Spence.
Okay.
Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Yeah, I gotta look at this one. Oh, it is. Oh no. This is gonna be tough. Yeah, he's right here.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
What does crossed out mean? Crossed out means dead. Hal told me crossed out is dead. But there's no way to show you because the motherfucker spoke to me through a terminal. Let's see. How do I figure this out? Can you figure out what the crossed out means? I do wonder what this is, this password is, the to delete thingy. But we'll figure it out afterwards. CarDB, Kolska data report. What was I gonna do again? Okay, Zachary Clark. Let's just find status missing. I think that's it. Yeah. Crossed out means the person's missing.
Well, it'd be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
Hold on. just hold on just a minute? I'm gonna verify for myself for this thing. Quentin Spence. Barry, you're the best character in this game. Don't die. He's married. Blood type A positive. Hamilton Ave. Okay, I don't see a correlation.
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? I'm sending everything your way.
Fuck my life.
There you go. Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh.
You know, Barry, you should have been the operator. I think that would be nice. I like you, Barry. Don't you dare die. FMP 1138. Rest 2. Study. Oh, there you go. FMP 1138. Synapse. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure this one out. How about this? I will figure this one out and I will get back after this thing is done. I'm truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. So there's no aliens. Maybe. Okay, I am now lost. FMP 1138, a key component of his research project. So is that like a SCP or something? It's just a fucking SCP game. That would be funny. So, just to nerd out a little bit here, I am a bio major, and essentially what they're saying is the plasticity of the brain, or basically how well the brain connects, the brain sends electric waves through the body, it's regulated by the AMPA receptors. And when AMPA receptors gets fucked, well, so does the brain connections. And so essentially when the brain starts getting disconnected to one another, you start having issues like Alzheimer's or schizophrenia and whatnot. And the idea is FMP 1138 is just a potentiator, which is essentially something that, which is basically an enhancer that has shown promising results in preclinical studies. So they've used it on maybe some mice brain or whatever, and it has shown pretty good results. Synaptic plasticity in vitro and in vivo. Yeah, there you go. They've probably used it on brain culture, and then they've used it on mice, and they did some good stuff. Yeah. Our results demonstrate that FMP 1138 enhances synaptic connectivity and promotes the formation of new synapses in vitro and in vivo. Specifically, we observed that FMP 1138 increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCs, excited postsynaptic currents, in cultured neurons, indicating enhancement of synaptic transmission. Only the formation of new synapses in cultured neurons as evidenced by an increased number of dendritic spines. So it gives you more brain cells. To put it simply, it gives you more brain cells. It gives you more connections within the brain cells, which means that anyone that might be suffering from Alzheimer's or anyone that might have any psychiatric issues, they will not probably have those issues anymore, or at least the issues will be as little as possible. There you go. FMP 1138 treated mice performed better in a spatial memory task compared to control mice. Additionally, we found that FMP 1138 treated mice had increased dendritic spine density in the hippocampus, a brain region critical for learning and memory. There you go.
I told you, they had mice. To unlock the full potential, 66.72 kilohertz minimum, 105 kilohertz maximum. What? Oh, we'll figure that out later. Let me just nerd out for a little bit. The results demonstrate that FMP1138 significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCs, which is excited postsynaptic currents, which I believe is just a fancy way of saying if your brain gets excited, the currents that the brain, the electric currents that the brain sends, gets increased. Yeah. So my guess about this whole case is these guys took people that were likely I don't know what the connection between these people is, but they took people, they wanted to do human trials on the synapses, the synaptic enhancers, basically. It gives brain more synapses. But the issue with that is that if you have too much synapses, that's another issue, because then the brain is working a little too much, which I believe is what LSD does and like certain drugs do, which is like speed and whatnot. It makes your brain go, either alter the way your brain works, or it speeds up your brain in an extremely unnatural way, neither of which are good, like on an objective scale. So they started hallucinating, likely, or whatever condition they had got worse, and eventually they got to the kid, and well, they all died. But fact of the matter remains that the fact that this guy died is that Ray Wells knew what was going on, so he killed him. And then Ray Wells got killed by Draco Malfoy. Because either A, Ray Wells stepped out of his boundaries, or B, Draco Malfoy hired Ray Wells to kill Dr. What's his name? Yeah. And after he was done, he was done serving his purpose. Henry Jenkins, after he was done serving his purpose, then there's no point in him living anymore. Or he talked. So, it's gonna be an interesting case to look into, I guess. I like this. I like this kind of stuff that keeps me on edge all the time. But let's see. Does this demonstrate that it's significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCA? Findings suggest the potential to improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity. I said it. I already said it. Which could have implications for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders characterized by synaptic dysfunction. So they were trying to figure out a cure to neuron degradation, essentially. Unlike Dr. Ellis, in this result paper, I will use the Little Endian standard. What the fuck is the Little Endian standard? But this also isn't that good, because you have a brain activity which is 29, and then after FMP1138, your brain activity goes to 90. That's not good either, because if people think too much, then their thoughts get all fucked up. Oh boy. To
unlock the full potential. 66.72 kilohertz minimum. Let's get data report. Subjects 98. There you go. No, there you go. There's your fucking uh yeah, there you go. Alright, Javier. Help me out here, buddy.
The symbols and file names written on the second floppy disk look to be there for a reason, Tanner. I suggest checking those 2 files for clues about the password. Focusing on the symbols. Maybe keep those 2 files open and see if you can do something with them.
Okay. Wait, what? Symbols and... There is no symbols and file names written on the second floppy disk. Alright, now I can't figure this shit out. I know this is the potential.
The key and lock icons, operator. They must be important. I suggest you combine them to reproduce the schematics on the second floppy disk. My hunch is that the content is not very important. Just the part with the icons in the 2 files mentioned, FMP 1138 and Res 2.
Oh. Oh. Indian. Oh, it's just Indian. God damn it. How did I get this job? Hold on. It tells me to do this. Oh my fucking god. To unlock the files, use 105 Indian. Oh my god, that is genius. That is genius. Javier, I love you, man. I love you. Holy shit. Oh no. If you're reading this, it means I am no longer living, and I have been buried in the Dryfield Desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the BioM facility. I am writing this letter because I am about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything that we have supposedly done in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every single person buried here in the sand is a Project Eve test. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the content of my lab coat pocket remained undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters is now you. You have the power to stop this. Biome Facility, 22 East Border Street, Bedford, NV. Well, Hal, do you know any local terrorists? I need some C4. Please do not be as cowardly as I was. That's heavy. That's heavy, man. That's heavy.
I'll let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think
Barry.
I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw
Barry.
the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Contact me tomorrow, Walker. Please. Do not die. I know I'm not gonna die. But you don't die.